AMX Acendo Core is a collaboration platform created specifically to improve meeting room productivity by reducing the time that it takes to come into a room, get a meeting started, and get content up on the screen. Time wasted is a tremendous drain on productivity and profitability. Considering how many meetings take place across an enterprise each year, starting meetings just 5 to 10 minutes late can result in millions of dollars in lost productivity. Content used for collaboration can be in a number of places. It can be on a mobile device, on a laptop, or network share. It can be on web-based services like SharePoint and OneDrive. Or it can be content that is shared in a web conference. Core makes it easy to come into a room and get a meeting started. Watch how Core can improve a meeting space. When users go into the room, they are going to see a welcome screen. They will see the meeting that is currently scheduled and the meeting that is coming up next. If someone walks into a meeting room that is empty and it also happens to be available, they can click Book Room, enter how long they need the room, and reserve it. Just like that, they are scheduled and having a meeting. If, on the other hand, they go into a meeting room that is already reserved, as this one is, they get confirmation that they are in the right location. Here they can see in this case, it has been booked as a Skype for Business meeting. After selecting Start, Acendo Core is going to do several things. It is going to take them into a collaboration environment where they can share content from a number of different sources. It is also going to take them right into their Skype call, because the meeting was scheduled as a Skype for Business meeting. People are accustomed to going into a meeting and having it take several minutes just to get connected into a web conference. With Acendo Core, it's going to take less than a minute from the time they click Start until they are in their Skype for Business call. They go into their room, click Start, and begin their meeting. There's no wasted time. You can now see Skype for Business has launched, and it brings you right into the call. As participants join the Skype call remotely, they can be seen here. One click is all it took. You don't have to find a link, you don't have to open an app. Just one click, and you're in the call. From here, you can do everything that you would normally expect to do in a Skype for Business meeting. You can turn on your camera and microphone. You can bring up a document. You can share content and view content shared by others. Outside of web conferencing, there are other ways to share content with Acendo Core, because you may not always collaborate via a web conference. In this environment, you will see a number of different capabilities of Acendo Core. These are customizable based on the particular application or needs of your meeting space. Core has built-in document viewing capabilities. By clicking on Documents, you can access various file types such as PowerPoint, Word, Excel, and PDFs, all from a USB drive. If you log in with your Active Directory credentials, you can access content from a network drive. Also, with a built-in web browser, you can log into sites like SharePoint and OneDrive to download and view documents. Another place you might have content stored is on a mobile device, such as a phone, tablet, or laptop. Core has a full suite of wireless presentation capabilities, which are designed to natively support the most common devices and platforms. Acendo Core has built-in support for AirPlay, Google Cast, and Miracast, which covers iOS, Apple OS X, Android, and Windows 10-based devices. In this case, on my mobile device, which supports Google Cast, I discover the Core in my list, select it, and just like that, I'm mirroring to the screen. I can have Google Cast, Miracast, and Apple AirPlay all up on the screen at the same time. Up to 4 devices can be displayed simultaneously, and it can be a mix of different technologies. It all just works. Here you can see Remote Desktop is installed. You can use this feature to connect to remote machines. As mentioned earlier, there's a built-in web browser. So if you have web applications or require web-based tools that you need to access during meetings, you can do that too. The Acendo Core can be tied into the room schedule, so we know when the scheduled meeting is going to end. This will provide a notification to the user 5 minutes before the end of the meeting. to let the meeting attendees know the meeting's about to end. This allows everyone to finish up for the next meeting so they can start on time. If additional time is needed and the room is available, they would see on screen that there is no meeting scheduled next, and extend the meeting by adding 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or more to keep the meeting going. The extended time will be booked in the calendar system. When the meeting is complete, click the Finish button. The core will ask you if you're ready to exit. When exiting out of a meeting, the core is completely cleaned up. Anything that was downloaded is deleted. Browsing history is cleared. If anyone changes any settings from any application, everything is reverted back to a default state. This means when you come into an Acendo Core meeting room, you have the exact same experience every time. It also means that Core effectively has built-in inherent privacy. No documents that you open or information about websites that you browse are left behind on the device itself. Acendo Core is streamlining a lot of normal things that happen in a meeting environment on a day-to-day basis. Productivity is increased by helping meetings to start on time, and by simplifying the process of getting content on the screen, no matter where that content is located. You just saw a glimpse of Core's powerful and intuitive user experience. Now let's take a look at some of the features in Admin Setup. There's a lot of room for customization. With a few clicks, you can change the default screen images, change the room name, rearrange icons, and more. Core has the ability to add other applications because it runs Windows 10 IoT Enterprise. Because Core is running a full version of Windows under the hood, other applications can be installed by the administrator. Or if you use another web conferencing tool or some other application you use on a regular basis, it can be added by your admin, which then becomes available to users. Connect the Core to your wireless network, and then configure. Provide the user information on the network to connect to, the password, and the name of the device. Manage the Core just like you would any other Windows product in your organization. Core runs on Windows 10 IoT Enterprise for easy configuration and can update with the latest Windows security patches. Designed with IT professionals and everyday meeting participants in mind, AMX Acendo Core is easy to install, intuitive, and zero programming is required. These principles apply to the full family of Acendo products by Harman.